So let's find a meaty target for this scout. Let's see how many shots we can fire without reloading. We'll start with a 20 round mag. Right, notice how many times we proc Kinetic Tremors as well. It's quite a number of times. So 20 round mag, refunded to 19. Because Kinetic Tremors worked with Rewind. So that's 39 bullets after this mag. How high can we go? 17 now. So that's now 56. So 15, that's now 71. 71 bullets after this mag. That's then 12. That's 83 after this mag. How far are we going? That's 10. 93. Are we going to exceed 100? That's 101. 8 round mag there. And then a 7 round mag. So that's 108 bullets total fired without a reload. It's a very, very unique scout rifle. Look at that. So as you saw from the last clip, this is revolving around this scout rifle here, which you get from Last Wish, called Transfiguration. And this is a video about that. And I think it's an important scout rifle to the game. Now, having done some Kinetic Tremors research today, the only weapon in the game that can roll rewind rounds and Kinetic Tremors is Transfig. This is a very unique roll because the two perk combinations play off each other, allowing you to shoot 108 bullets total if the target is tanky enough for the target to survive that long. 108 bullets, right? It's insane. So like I say, that's what I'm going to go over. The reason why I'm making this video is because Outbreak got rewind rounds this week, and obviously we've seen the synergy there. And the week before that, I was using Transfig with Rewind and Kinetic Tremors in a solo 0 hour, showing that roll off. But now I want to show you the craft of it. Right, now, as I said, there's no other scout that can roll with this. There's no other weapon in general, no pulses, nothing. Only this gun can do this. Hung Jury does have both perks, but they're in the same column. Kinetic Tremors and the Rewind are in the first column. So in the second column, you don't have it. In the older Hung Juries, Kinetic Tremors is in this slot, but there's no Rewind in this slot. So Hung Jury is not possible to do this. You can, however, have explosive payload and Kinetic Tremors, left and right. But I still don't think that's gonna be as good as this roll here. So let's get into the short and long answer of this gun, of how you craft this weapon, and the particulars about the enhanced stuff. So here's the short answer for people on what you do to craft the weapon that you saw at the start of the clip to basically fire a lot of bullets, right? So I went with plus 10 reload speed, arrowhead break, extended mag, enhanced trait rewind rounds, enhanced trait Kinetic Tremors. That's the short answer. If the short answer offends you, then stay for the long answer. So long answer is going to be this. I know that we're not going to reload, but we are still going to. We're not always going to be fighting a yellow bar or an orange, like a yellow bar or a champ, like the entire time. So there might be a time where, okay, let's reload so that we're ready for the next engagement with 20 bullets in the mag. Get it? Another reason why the rest of the stats are worthless is this. Impact, obviously, is impact of the gun. This is linked to the RPM of the weapon. Range does not matter on this scout rifle. It is a high-impact scout rifle. High-impact scout rifles boost more range. Scout rifles do not experience range drop-off much. Only the rapid-fire frame scout rifles, you will experience damage drop-off because their range stat is a lot lower than a high impact scout rifle stat. So we don't need to spec for range. Stability, the gun fires slow enough that you can handle the recoil. Don't worry about it. Handling, that will not matter either because you're doing sustained damage. So that would not matter either. Reload speed will be nerfed because of extended mag. So we need to get the reload speed from 5 to 15. I think this is critical because if you run a 5 reload scout, you're going to feel the pain in between reloads, and you will sometimes, occasionally, 10% of the time, 15% of the time, you will reload. So that's why I went with that. And I know that it's sort of it keeps reloading itself, but honestly, like, you don't need stability, handling, range, none of that stuff. I just went with the reload. And the rest of it doesn't matter, right? Obviously, recoil direction, it does, but I went with arrowhead break in this situation. You choose the barrel you want. Your barrel is your business. My barrel is my business. It's up to you. So Extended mag's critical. I know it kills the reload, but if you do that, you're allowed to shoot far, far, far more kinetic tremors, and the larger the mag, the better it's gonna be. Like mag to, per reload basis for rewind and kinetic tremors. So it's the same situation as what we did with Outbreak, right? What did we do with Outbreak this week? We all put extended mag on to enhance rewind. So extended mag's a big one. I know it does kill the reload, but like I say, it doesn't matter because you're going to be able to shoot quite a lot for quite an uptime on your shooting. So for the first column, other things that's in this is we've got Demolitionist, Rapid Hit, Discord, Keep Away, Perfect Float, Rampage. So I can see a lot of PvE acute players thinking, well, I should run Rampage on this because Rampage going to work with Connection. Listen, that's not going to proc much for you. Don't worry about that. Doing sustained damage against a boss, the Rampage isn't going to proc enough, and it's just like, no, it's a big no for that Rampage. Don't fall into the Rampage trap. Rampage isn't what it used to be. It's just not that good of a perk now. When we're thinking end game stuff, you're not killing ads quick enough for Rampage to take full utilization of Rampage. So that's why it's a big no for that. The perk that I think a lot of people would choose is either Demo or Rapid Hit. Demo is a nice perk, and I'm not saying that you can't use it, but you're not going to be able to shoot. You're not going to be able to shoot like a 60 round mag, 70 round mag with Demo. You're going to keep reloading. Therefore, you would have to change the whole craft, and you wouldn't run extended mag in that case. You would run something else. So Demo's nice, but it's just not as good as Rewind. Rapid Hit, it's giving you a really good reload stat, but the problem with that is reload kills damage on any gun. When we're talking about damage, we're talking about uptime, especially with kinetic tremor uptime. Even with like a massively good reload stat with kinetic loaders on, you're still going to proc kinetic tremors less than what I would with rewind. So rewind still beats rapid hit because of this. It's an objective outlook, and it will. If you want to be able to keep firing like this, remember, not having to reload in D2 will save you so much damage. It will allow you to do much more. Right? For that reason alone, rewind is suited on this Scar rifle. And then so yeah, that's the only option you pick. And then obviously the final column, there's nothing good on Transfig apart from explosive payload. And you know that I love explosive payload. There's kill clip as well. Forget about kill clip. That's like PvP stuff. Explosive payload's really good, but Kinetic Tremors is better. Kinetic Tremors is now the new end game sustained damage perk that we use on champs and GM ads, and when we're under 25 levels under. That is the best perk, right? Adrenaline Junkie, forget about it. Adrenaline Junkie, forget about that stuff. So why would you want to use the enhanced trait versions? Well, I'm going to tell you why you want to spend your Ascendant Alloys. So let's talk about, I need to go to my computer here. So rewind rounds, right? So the base version refills 60% of the number of hits landed, rounded up into the magazine from reserves. The enhanced trait does it to 70%. Got it? So it's 10% more, but that's just going to, as I say, help things out so much more. So this is worth, it's worth getting the enhanced version of this, right? But that's going to synergize with Kinetic Tremors because the Kinetic Tremor hits count towards rewind, right? Now, come on to the enhanced version of Kinetic Tremors. It states scoring multiple direct hits against the target within 3 seconds of which each other emits 3 damage and shockwaves from its location at the time of its activation. Shockwaves appear 0.285 seconds after scoring enough hits and have a 1 second delay between each pulse. Each shockwave deals up to 120 PvP damage. Forget about that. Shockwaves deal 25% less damage when activated on minor and elite PvE combatants. Now listen to this. Shockwaves inherent weapon damage buffs, the weapon passive kinetic damage bonus in PvE, 10% on primary, 15% on special, and its combatant damage scaling. They also count as non-direct hits with the weapon for other interactions. The perk cannot be retriggered by anyone on a target until 2 seconds after the last shockwave. So there's a slight cooldown. Right. So base Kinetic Tremors on a scout will activate 6 shots. After every 6 shots fired, you get Kinetic Tremors. With the enhanced version, it's 5 shots. It's one less shot to activate Kinetic Tremors, and Kinetic Tremors is super strong. So I recommend, because of this alone, that you get the enhanced version of Kinetic Tremors. So that's literally it, really. Like I say, I did have other clips of the gun, but I recommend you go and see my 0 hour gameplay I done with it. And like I say, if there's champ mods next season, this is going to be a very, very good scout rifle to use, like a barrier scout, overload scout. It's just good in general for a lot of things in the game for end game content. That was the video on this. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.